Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. This is our live stream for 12/18/2018. Let's get right into the charts, guys. Keeping an eye on Apple. We were in some calls. We pulled off half the position at, I believe it was 375, and then holding it in there. If it comes right back down, I might just get out of these. Markets are a little bit weak, guys, coming in slightly. Man, even on no volume, what do we got today? 61 million going into the last half of the last part of the day. Holding strong here though, guys. Not filling the gap. You know, same thing, guys. Gap up, selling. Go up, selling. So right now we have resistance right around 258, and just markets just can't get anything going. Too much selling pressure the last couple of days. If you look at the daily chart, look at this: down, up, down, up, down. Get the short-term retrace, and they smashed it yesterday. 254.70 was your area of support, and then 253.07, which we just barely kissed, and we still just a slight bounce. Usually we hit good support like this. We get a massive rally led with more follow through, and we're going right back up. I think everyone's scared with the Fed coming up, guys. They're not sure what they're going to do. I've been telling my members it could be a sell the news event. So right now we took a bunch of call positions. We're out of half of them and holding a couple possibly into tomorrow. We're upside down on the IWM, the SPY, and the Qs. We bought them yesterday, and they just freaking dumped the market. So we bought them on the right day, and they just got us. What are you going to do? That's why when we buy these options, especially calls on a market that's tanking, you take small positions, guys. We killed it. We've been covering shorts like no tomorrow. Short share positions, that is. We had a SPY trade on Monday for 100%. We bought the SPY here. We made 100%. We dumped it there, and then look at they turned it around. So then we started buying calls at the end of the day yesterday on BA, on Apple, on Amazon, on Goldman Sachs, the DIA, the IYT. Just started buying a bunch of calls and just for a quick bounce, get the hell out and then go. We're still in a couple positions, like I said, call positions. I'm willing to hold. They're a couple $100 a piece. Nothing big, guys. We covered, like I said, probably 15 positions on the short side in the last couple of weeks on these down moves. So we got some room to play with some of these option plays. Again, guys, I tell my members, small positions. You can't load the boat in these markets. And if you're loading the boat and going, way too big of positions, you're going to get your ass kicked. Pretty simple, guys. So just keep it small, keep trading. Don't be afraid. If you don't have a big position, then take, one of these positions that you want to get into. Guys, if you're in the Amazon calls, they reached $5, a little over 5. I told everyone to protect them. If you can't take a loss, if you protected them, you should be out. I don't want to get any emails saying, hey, man, we're losing on the Amazon. Well, they came back, guys. They got the green. They're slowly decaying again. So, again, not a huge position. I'm going to ride these out until tomorrow. All right, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens with these trades, guys. All right, let's get into, if you're new to the room, punch up some, hold on here, guys. I don't know why this thing gets smaller and smaller. Anyways, all right, let's see. Amazon. Guys, everything's a market trade right now. 3 candles down, market's 3 candle down in the SPY. We can't catch a bid in these markets. The calls that we put against the grain yesterday, we're out of most of them, still holding on some of them. We might get our ass kicked. That's the type of trading these markets are. And that's why when I posted on Twitter, small positions. I can't say that every one we took yesterday, be careful, be careful, be careful, against the grain. So if you're loading up on these positions, I can't really help you. I had another member today saying he got killed in the SPY trade yesterday. We took 100% profits on that, so I'm not quite sure what he did. Well, I know what he did. He held, thinking he'd get more, and then when it came back on him, he didn't know what to do. That's why when you get profits, just like we pulled GS, we pulled BA off, we pulled the DIA off, we pulled the IYT off, we sold half the Apple calls, still in Amazon. We added twice on that. Just can't get anything going. I'm willing to add on trades, guys, especially if we're banging out winners. This year was phenomenal for us at StockBookie.com, guys. We're almost at 500 trades, 79 losers. Right now, I think we have 20-something positions open, and the rest are winners, like 360 winners or 370 winners. So I'm willing to take some risk out there, guys, but with small positions. I can't say that enough, guys. All right, so, but Amazon, yeah, not doing much, guys. The thing I liked about this, we held, let's go to the daily. Amazon usually get a bounce and it rips heads off for 5 days in a row, 100 days up. Now we go into calls and it can't even get a damn bounce. That's just the way it is. That's why when you go against the grain, I mean, you see what these markets are doing. I got some members, man, what's going on with these markets? If you can't handle losses, guys, stay out of these markets. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Or you got to go small positions. If you have a $100,000 account and you're in these SPY calls that we took, or the IWM calls we took, or the Q calls, and you got $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 position, way too big. Way too big. Okay? I just want to get that straight, guys. I'm going to keep drilling my members here because I don't want you guys to get hurt. And if you can't handle, if you have a $5,000 account, then you're going to have to sit on the sidelines and maybe take one or two of these trades. And if they come out to be good, great, take the profit. Don't sit there and think we're going to get 100% on every trade, because it's not going to happen. I mean, we've been doing pretty good, don't get me wrong, but what are you going to do? And guys, if you're a member and you're in Twilio, please cover that one. We are out of that one. We took off Tesla yesterday, our complete short shares in that one. We rinsed and repeated it 4 times, and then we covered the last quarter position yesterday and said, you know what, I'm done with this trade. So yeah, so we're going to do that one too. Let's see here. There was one other one, Twilio I wanted to look at. Yeah, Twilio's at 85.70 now, so that one we are out. No more short position in Twilio as well. But Amazon, guys, yeah, it's holding strong. Our December 21st calls, I'm going to stick with the rest of the call positions we have. I'm willing to take on more risk. We had the other, well, hopefully we get out of Apple today. I mean, it just pulled back, so that kind of got us. But these apples were at what were they at? They were at $4. We sold half at 375. We could have got out at 4. Our position was at 250. You start being a pig, and now they're back at 330. So please protect these trades, guys, especially if they're in the green. But Amazon, I think it's still holding. We made this new pivot. We got right back above this old pivot here. And now, we made the new low here, which I really didn't like. But then when we came back up and came back down, when it retraced back down, we held the 750. So this one could still get moving here. Next big area will be 1575, and then the gap fill at 1591. But I'll be way out of those before that time, guys. I'm not even gonna mess around with that one. So, all right. So, let's see here. All right. Hold on here, guys. Hey Wesley, if you're in the room, bud, follow me at Twitter and we'll get you in the feed. But yeah, Amazon's okay. These options that we're taking, they're weekly expiration. They're tough trades. That's why we covered a lot today. And they're doing okay, guys. Just the market can't even catch a bid. If its life depends on it. Every uptick's dumping. So just be careful. But Amazon, it's okay down here. But I just don't like how it hit this, came right back in. We're holding support. But man, if it just starts chopping around down here, it's setting up for lower prices, guys. So if you are in those options, if you can't take the bleeding, then get the hell out of them. I don't even know where they're at right now. They're at 375 right now. Well, 340 by 360, so a little bit underwater. But I said, when they got the 5 and we're in the green, I told my members, get the hell out if you can't take a loss. So, all right, yeah. But Harris, yeah. So Amazon, I still think it's okay. But it really depends on the markets, guys. It's a market trade right now. You see the SPY pull back for 30 minutes. Look what happens. 30 minutes of downside. Everything just pulled back. Look at the IWM. I keep doing that. Damn it. IWM the other way. 4 bars pull back. Look at the Qs. 3 bars pull back. The DIA. 3 bars, and then the SPY. 3 bars. Now look at Amazon. 3 bars. Look at Apple. Apple came in even more. 3 bars. Look at CAT. Look at CAD, if I could put that in there. 3 bars. How about NVIDIA? 3 bars down. How about Facebook? I always go B, whatever B is. What is B? 3 bars down. So see how that, if the markets don't go up, these calls are not going to happen, period. Even Tesla came back. So you got to watch out for that. You just got to go small positions right now, or no positions, especially if you have a small account. Don't be risking any money in these markets. I have a big account, guys, and I'm still going small. I had a great year. I don't want to get my ass kicked in the last 2 weeks of the year because I'm being a stew-nod. All right, let's go into Google. G-O-O-G-O-G-L. And then we're taking call trades against the grain. Guys, those are high-risk trades. Don't be, oh, man, bookie's going long. We just nailed a couple great trades. I'm going all in. Don't do that. Like the guy, he's got a $25,000 account, and he lost $3,000 in the last couple of weeks. How in the world did you lose $3,000? I don't get it. Crap. You're taking way too big positions, guys. Now, Google, let's see, daily chart. Yeah, I mean, look at this. Can you make anything out of it? I mean, other than chopping around lower range below the MAs in a weak stance, trying to get up there again. If the markets don't, I mean, maybe they're waiting on Uncle Jerome. Maybe he doesn't raise the rates and we get a massive rally. I still think if whatever he does tomorrow, we're still going to sell. I'd love to get out of these call positions, but it's still a 50-50 shot. He might, well, we're not going to raise the rates, and we're off to the races until the end of the year. So I'm willing to hold these call positions knowing that, hey, we got news tomorrow. News is going to drive the markets, and we'll see where we close today. That will make, a decision as well. But I think if we could get out on these Amazon options, I'll probably get out. The SPY, the Qs, and the IWM, they're down about 50% right now, maybe a little bit more, but they're not big positions. We took options at 94 cents or $94 and $1.09 on the IWM, $200 if you took two calls, $200, guys. Come on. If you can't risk 200, don't take the trades. So Google, yeah, just chopping around, nothing special. We're holding these lows. Every time we get the lows, we bounce. Every time we get to the lows, we bounce. So that's kind of the play we're playing. But God, these markets, every uptick, they're dumping. I can't do this anymore. No, I'm kidding, guys. But yeah, just be careful. That's all I'm saying. There's no direction whatsoever. You're buying off support. You're shorting off resistance. That's kind of the play right now. We had good support yesterday. You kind of had to take these trades as a trader. I stepped up a little bit. I didn't step up this time. I stepped up that time. Next time I won't. 4 hits of this big trend line here, we're most likely going to break it and go lower. But we'll see. Time will tell. I'm still following the weekly close. Period. So, all right, guys, hold on here. Yeah, no, I see that, Wesley. Let me know what your go follow me at Twitter now, bud. If you're in, I think you're in the live stream. Hey, appreciate you signing up, dude. Get ready, man. We've been kicking ass lately and taking names. Oh, there you are. All right, Wesley, you're in the room, buddy. God, too bad you didn't come a little bit earlier. We've been just ripping these markets up, guys. And now everyone thinks on StockTwits, I'm the big bear on the thing. Guys, we took 9 call positions yesterday. 9. We're out of 4 of them, out of half of Apple, and the rest are they're chugging along. All we need is one big ripping your head off day, maybe on the news tomorrow, and we'll get paid on these 9 call positions. And we've covered probably 15 short share positions in the last couple of days too. So we're ripping it both ways, guys. Hey, Bookie, loving the stuff. Much appreciated. A member. Hey, Toyo Strike, no problem. Good morning. Yeah, Roshi, killing it, buddy, killing it. Man, again, take small positions. GKOS is interesting, but I didn't take trade. Crazy on volume. GKOS. I don't even know what that is. See, that's what I love about the live streams, guys. I would never look at this trade. GKOS. I don't even know what it is. But Toyo comes up with this one here. Let's take a look. I'm going right to the monthlies, guys. Yeah, so this one's not bad. High flyer. Coming in today, though, pretty good. Gosh, I would like to see 75, the quarter number. I got to see what happens tomorrow with Uncle Jerome, guys. It's a 50-50 shot at this point. And we could get some, hold on, guys. Hey, Ryan, if you're in the room, you just signed up for the monthly membership, go to Twitter and follow me at StockBookie, and we'll get you in the room. But, gosh, killing it, guys, killing it. Yeah, nothing to do on this one, really. I mean, it's pulling back. I guess if we pierce this high and keep going a little bit higher, we'll take a look at this one. I love the fact that it was at 23 and now it's at 72. Looks like it's coming in a little bit, though. Let's look at the weekly now. Yeah, Marcus, God, every uptick. Yeah, look at that. Nice retrace up to the tops, and now we're falling. Not for me right now. I mean, right here, maybe at $70 would have been the area. Man, look at that, though. This is what it's doing. Retracing, coming in, and going down. Gosh, now we're selling off some more, guys. The markets can't even hold a damn gain. It's unbelievable. But when, I keep telling people, when time's up, it's up. When people are done with these markets, they've been distributing in the SPY. This one, guys, nothing to do. If it pops back up and breaks the all-time high here, maybe goes to 75, we'll look at this one again. So keep that one on your radar. Love these markets. Your trading style is awesome. Thanks, bud. Hey, man, you know what? We're not going to have always winners. Right now, it's great. We can have a big losing streak. Who knows? That's what I'm saying. Go small. Closed Amazon, sold at 545, got in it. Yeah, good job, David. Just get the hell out of that trade. I added twice. I have 3 call options, not a huge position. Just holding on for dear life now. But Amazon, like always, if we get that one big 50, 60, 70 point up day in the next couple of days, we'll get paid on those. But good job, David. That's why I posted on my Twitter site. Say, hey guys, Amazon's back in the green. If you can't handle the pain, take the loss, or take the small gain and get the hell out. Don't even mess around. Every uptick in these markets are dumping. These call trades, guys, against the grain, it takes some big balls to line these up and go. We were into some good support, and we did get the bounce. But, here we go again, guys. Dow's up only 178 now, kind of dribbling the rest out of the day. People want out before this stupid meeting tomorrow. That's the bottom line, guys. They're not even holding on, just taking a chance, just like, done. Hey, what's up, Shirley? How's it going? Johnny B in the house. Hey, what's up, Johnny boy? TTM, please. Let's see. TTM. Oh, man. Let's see. Pretty ugly here. Looks like it's holding this little gap fill right here, this pivot. But, man, when you're coming from a high pivot and this thing's dumping like this, I mean, this is a monthly chart. I don't even know what this thing is. You might get some bounces out of here, but if this thing keeps chopping around down here, we got a little bit of a tail on the monthly, so it could go higher. But again, like everything else, the market keeps selling. This will most likely go down. Gosh, look at that too. Look at this, guys. Look at this head and shoulder, guys. Best, not the worst, but you can make a case. Here's your left shoulder. Here's your head. And if this thing plays out, you're pretty much going to go to zero. Not that it will be the trade, but if you're trying to go long in this one, just be very careful. Next stop will be 729, 10 bucks, 729, and then $3 down here. I see what you're looking at, Shirley. If you're not long already, as a dead cat bounce, it's been beaten up. It's pretty low. It was once a $50 stock, but man, what a beat down on this one, guys. That's a tough one. I would not touch this one. That's my opinion. At this point, if you're trying to go long, use the $10. If you get below 10, you got to get the hell out. Weak stance. You're in a downtrend at this point. But it could get a bounce off a beaten down name. So I don't know if they have earnings or any news coming up. Watch for that. But at this point, it nothing to do for me on this one. Once you broke this trend line here, it was lights out. So just be careful with that one, Shirley. That one could go lower. Yeah, guys, everything's coming in. Protect the Apple trade. Okay, Apples, they're ticking off at 310 right now, 315. We're still in the money on these a little bit, but if we're going to take a beating on Amazon, the Qs, SPYs, and the IWM, I want to at least have 5 winners to counter those losers. So really, it would be just all those calls trades will be just a wash at that point, which kind of sucks. But hey, I'll take a wash than 9 losing trades. So that's why BA, we took that one. Goldman was going up, took that one. I'm like, I'm not going to mess around. Slippa, did you get out of that Facebook yesterday? I hope you did. That was a good pounding yesterday. And I don't even know if you got saved on that one yesterday. It was a good. And then, look at Facebook today, right up. It's like BA now with the $20 billion buyback. You know, every time it goes down, the people are going to buy it. You know, that's a tough trade. So SSRM, please. SSRM. Well, you're coming in a double top here, right around 12 bucks. You're going to have some resistance. You're coming off of $8 to 12. It had a nice run. I mean, that's almost, 30, 40%. People are going to start taking profits. The people who ended up buying here and just got roasted for the last 2 years, you're going to have a lot of sellers over here saying, hey, I'm at break even now. Get me the hell out of this stock. If you're trying to go long in this one, just be careful. You are at resistance. You know, until we get above, this area here, 1225, then you have your next area. So it's right now you're trying to get above this pivot, this pivot, and this pivot here. This is huge because this is where they brought it up and just flushed it, reversed it. People were like, ooh, getting close, and then they just kind of dribbled it down. But overall, down, sideways, bearish pattern in some resistance areas. Be careful with this name. It's in a pretty good stance. You're above the MAs, but this is the one thing I would be a little bit suspicious about. You go to 8 to 12. As a trader, I'd be taking profits right now. But it still could go higher. Watch for earnings on this one or news. I don't know if it's a news or earnings-driven stock. But, I mean, look at that. High, made another one. It's just kind of ugly. Yeah, trying to make a run, though. But if it gets that 15 area right in here, you got to take something off the table. And there's some big resistance here on the monthly too, 1484, and then it's down sideways though. So this is a little bearish, and then you're overall down sideways and then down sideways coming from there. Yeah, guys, everyone must be buying calls up here, so they're shaking everybody out now. The small retail trader, bring it down again. They're rinse and repeat over and over and over. Everyone chases. These guys come in and they're gonna smash you. That's why right now, guys, small positions. I'm going to preach that every video, every nightly video, till you guys get in a position. And the first thing you're going to think about is, oh, man, would StockBookie do this? Hell no. So surely, yeah, SSRM, not bad. I mean, you're coming off these lows even from 2016, just chopping. It's not really doing nothing, to be honest with you. Let's see the retrace from this low to this high. Yeah, you're above the 618 coming up. Yeah, big resistance at the 1280, 13 bucks. So be careful. If you're in this thing, like I said, from 8 bucks to 12, start taking something off. That's a good trade. So you are an options trader? No, I trade everything. I trade options. I trade shares. I do a little bit of everything. What are the benefits of options instead of physical shares? Just smaller accounts. And you know your risk. Like if we took the IWM calls, the December 21st calls, we bought at 109 and at 94 cents. Our average price is $101. I know my risk is 200 bucks. So I know when we're covering all these shorts the last couple of weeks, I'm willing to take some risks and buying some calls in these markets on some support. That's at least my thoughts on that. I know some of my members, they got smaller accounts. So I was like, hey, let's take this risk. Let's put some call positions out there. Make sure they're small. And if you can't get in 9 of these positions, guys, get in 1 or 2. So and limit your risk. I got in all of them. I can. I could risk another 50 grand in this or 100 grand if I wanted to. If I had a smaller account, I'd maybe risk $1,000. I'd probably go 2 of the indexes and 2 of the regular, maybe an Apple, maybe the GS, one that looked really good on the charts, looking at the chart frames, looking at which one came into better support, stuff like that. So that's why, so I trade everything. I don't care. I short options, I short calls, I short puts, I buy shares, go long, short. I don't really care. Doesn't really matter, matter to me. Dumped my SPY and Qs today after the small rally. Made a good chunk on the Amazon too. Counter my losses. May sit out. Yeah, legalize it. It's a tough market, man. Tough market. Laugh out. I can't do this anymore. Haha, you're the man, right? Wesley. Okay, thanks, man. Yeah, Wesley, what's up? New member here, guys. Thanks, bud. Killing it. Yeah, Rashi, we're killing it, buddy. Robert, we're rocking and rolling. Thoughts on COL? Had a nice pop today. COL. Let's see. Is it COL, Sean? COL. Is that a Canadian one? If it's a Canadian one, I don't get it. I only have U.S. stocks, bud. So if that's the right symbol, let me know. Thanks, John. Made money yesterday and today. Yeah, Ashton, good job. Let's see here. What's your thoughts on natural gas and oil? Natural gas, I do not follow. Oil's going lower. Um, we can't handle higher oil prices, and we're right there. We talked about this. Almost at $10, guys. We're looking at 861 and then the 766 double bottom. I still think we're going lower. We had a short on this one. We covered it already. Maybe we should have held a quarter position, but you get 10, 20% on a trade, I'm out. And this was short with shares only, for me at least. So I still think we're going lower, but we're in this trend line here. The UNG or the natural gas, I'm not going to follow that. They had news. It popped huge, came back in, popped again, came back in. I'm not even going to look at that because there's no rhyme or reason for that trade at this point. But yeah, the USO though, guys, we're holding support at 10. I told everyone this thing comes around $10. It's getting interesting. I'm waiting lower though. I still think they need lower prices. This is the next stimulus package, guys. They can't do QE4 because everyone would be like, QE4? The hell is that? I thought the economy was good again. This is the next, just like QE3 ended right here, guys, at the low. And then the economy sucked. They brought down oil more. Oil is the only stimulus package that the Fed can produce that will give everybody a stimulus. Lower gas prices magically right before Christmas, guys? Come on. It's not magic. It's the Fed. The only one who can control oil like this is the Federal Reserve and the central banks. Then OPEC came in and gave the middle finger, and Uncle Jerome came in and said, oh, really? Well, let's see how much. And look, we're down 4%. The big middle finger to the Middle East right now. They control everything, guys. Everything, the Federal Reserve, period. All right, I'll keep an eye on that. Hi, shorted Facebook and Costco today. I have puts for this Friday, just small positions. I'm green already. All right, cool. Rock and roll. If you get profits, take them. Don't be sitting on it because tomorrow we can have a huge up day. We can have a huge down day. Told all my calls right after the open. Thought I was green on most. I don't know. Laugh out loud. No, I mean, yeah, it depends, John. Yeah, most of them were okay. The GS worked out good. The BA worked out good. The DIAs worked out good. The IYT came in real nice. The Apple calls, you should be at least half out of those. We bought those at 254, sold half at 375, and they're at 320 right now. They're trying. Amazon's trying too. John, you're a great teacher. Thanks, bud. I'm making an adjustment to my strategies and see much better results now. Thank you. No problem, Alex. Yeah, these are tough markets, guys. That's why I got to keep, when I post trades, I got to put in there capital letters. Do not take big positions or no positions if you can't handle the loss. Period. No one's doing good in these markets right now, guys, and we're doing all right. We covered Tesla. Everybody on Stock Twits with Tesla. I'm the bear on Tesla, and I'll go long on Tesla too. Oh, StockBookie, you're gonna get your ass kicked. Now it's tanking. All those guys at 376 could have sold for a profit and came back and bought $30-something cheaper. Why is that stupid? Why is that bad? And then they all come out, you suck, StockBookie. No, actually, I had a huge Tesla trade again. 4 times, guys, we rinsed and repeated Tesla. I think we pulled off $65 on that trade. Now I'm going to wait for it to go down, and we'll go long. If it goes back up on Tesla, we'll go short. I don't care. But guys, these markets are nuts. You don't know what you're doing. Stay away from them. You're going to get your ass kicked because normal traders go all in on every trade. Oh, I'm going to show them, and they get rocked, guys. Period. And just wait, Alex. Wait until I start doing private sessions for you guys, for the members, and we really start getting into these charts. Then you'll understand what I'm trying to do a little bit more. Bookie, all calls should be held for minutes, not hours. Small weekly calls. You should be advising the troops to buy puts, not calls, Bookie. Michael, we've been covering shorts and buying puts for weeks now. So we bought calls for a one-day bounce. We're out of almost 5 of the positions holding 4. And they're small positions the last 4. So, I don't know. Minutes, not hours. Really? Yeah, well, here. All right, here. Let me show you a trade we took yesterday. We bought calls on the SPY. I'll even show you the trade. I got, again, like I can't hide anything, guys. We took Autodesk puts on earnings, 50-50 shot. Got railed on that one. I told my guys today, hey, I'm still in this crappy trade. I'm going to ride it to zero basically, unless we get a miracle on Autodesk. What are you going to do? It's trading. Show me a trader that's 100%, and hey, I'll join his group too. I'll have him or her help me. I don't care. Where's my SPY? I mean, we covered PM, we covered CDW, we covered the last shares of Workday, we covered the last shares short of DG, we covered the last half of CLX, we covered the last half of Tesla, we covered the short shares on MKC. It's like, all right, here you go. We bought BA calls. Those are over 100% today. Where is that? But no, let me show. So, guys, if you're not a member, this was one of the trades yesterday too. I get those calls. I get the scalp trades. I'm a scalp trader too. Been doing it for years. I could scalp, I could swing, I could do whatever the hell you want me to do. My job is to find good trades out there. I got members that pay me, and I don't want to get their asses to get kicked. A lot of these guys, they're all right. So here was the SPY trade yesterday, guys. Okay, I mean, just to show you. Let me see if I can. All right, so SPY trade. We took it somewhere in here, came back in, went up, we got out. Then they chop, and then just tanked. After the fact, yeah, we should have bought puts. We could have killed it on there. But you know what? We had a good trade. Out. Take a deep breath. At least we got paid. But here's the trade, guys. Okay, so if you're not a member, it's right out of the gate for the most part. I don't know what the time. We bought 258, 119, high-risk trade. You can't, quick in and out. Markets are weak, still holding other call positions as well, okay? Because we were in the IWM, the SPY, and the Qs. Sold half at 159. Because I'm taking that. I'm not going to stick around. All right, 258, 68 resistance now. Need to get over that area, and we keep going. SPY volume not bad. Might be a tall task today. Get ready to sell on these just in case. These are at 135 now, okay? So they're coming in a little bit. Sold more calls at 190. They came right back up. Boom, I'm out. Sold more. I took a decent sized position. They're high risk, but I could take 10 calls or 20 calls or whatever. I'm willing to risk that. You got to know your risk. They came right back in, guys. We bought more at 133. We sold again at 206. Sold more at 240, and then sold the rest at 255. We're up 100% on these. That's what we do. That's another trade. So the SPY calls that we're in right now, this one counters that one. And actually, this was a nice winner for me. So the SPY calls, if you're in 2 calls on the SPY, your average price is, you're risking $236 if you're in 2 calls of the SPY. If you took this trade, you would have made $200 and something easily. So that SPY trade with the calls, it's a wash. So, but yeah, we're in and out of trades too, bud. We've been doing more scalping. I'm an animal in these markets, guys. So there you go. Thank you, John. Yes, I did on Facebook at a break even. There you go. Hey, at least you took it, bud. You would have got railed today. That's why you get that break even. Boom, out the door. F you. On to the next one. That's it. Good job, bud. Thank God, huh? Let's see here. Hold on, guys. Facebook, Costco. Let's see here. Bookie, thank you. Yes, thank God. Netflix and UWT, please. Netflix. Guys, you got to remember, everything's a market trade. Look, the SPY caught a bid right now. The IWM caught a bid. The Qs caught a bid. The DIA caught a bid. What's everything doing right now? Going higher. If you're in those Apple options, they're at 345. Well, 340 now. 335 now. So if you're in those and you didn't take half off, take half off. I can't, hold everything while you're doing this. These Amazon options are going off at 381. A little bit underwater, but again, they went to 5. You didn't take something off, I can't help you trade. Netflix, yeah, catching a nice bid today. God, God, I wish we would have bought calls in this one. Man, I was looking too. Damn. Netflix still weak. Recapturing the 20 MA, so not bad. Nothing to do. I got to see more. There is no direction in this one now. If you did buy calls here, though, take something off the table. You got a nice big up move today. You are holding this. You made a low at higher low, but I don't like the fact when we made this first low, we came back and closed underneath. We got above it, but we came right back in and closed below this low again, and now we're trying to grind higher. Right now, it's not looking bad. If the markets do sell off, this will go lower. If the markets start to grind higher throughout the rest of the year, this could possibly move up. Big area, next one will be down at the 280 area, 281 if it gets there. And then you're looking at the 50 MA, this high pivot here at 300, 290, 300. Yeah, if it starts grinding, because, you're look at the downtrend. You made the high, lower high, lower high, lower high. If you can't get past above 300, this one's going to have a little bit of problems. But if you're in this trade right now, just protect it. That's all. All right, so just be careful. You are back above the 20. You got to hold this 20 MA for the higher prices, and the market's got to start grinding. So just watch out. But you know what? If you're in a good trade, bud, just take something off. Don't ever be afraid to taking profits. You'll never go broke if you take a profit. Period. And if you're a member, a follower, you know that. So, yeah, Netflix, not bad. Let's look at the weekly. Let's see what we're doing on the weekly. Yeah, I mean, this is ugly. Still below. We have the death cross. Oh, my gosh, the death cross. Nothing but not the death cross. Anything but the death cross, guys. That's how CNBC plays the death cross. We got the technical trader, John, at StockBookie.com, and he's mentioning the death cross. Oh, man. No, but anyways, down sideways, coming off a high pivot. This is just chopping around. If you can't get back above the 300, you're just going to chop for the next selling. My price target's 173 for Netflix. All the 200 MAs on the weekly charts, those are price targets, guys. We might go. I hope we retrace. I want a good rally, guys. I want a good rally so we can short again. That's all I'm looking for. UWT. Oh, God, the beatdown. $10. If you want to step up to this thing, well, that's not bad. $10, guys. If you want to take a stab at this one, let it pierce. Maybe go to 950 or so. If it keeps dropping, you got to get the hell out. Wow, look at that tank job, though. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, not for me. Yeah. Wow, look at that shit. Holy cow. Woo! Yeah, long. Okay, yeah, this is 3 times. Yeah, I follow the USO. Yeah, I can't follow this one. It's a 3 times ETF. I'm on the USO, guys. Too much. I mean, yeah. I mean, at 10 it could bounce, but if it goes down, this thing's probably going to $5. So just be careful with it. Let's see here. Twilio, at what price we short the stock again, please? I'm not sure on that one. Did you catch that one? This one we're just rinsing and repeating, guys. Let's see if we get back to that 95 area again. $100. God, we missed the 100. That really pissed me off. We got in around 98 though, or 97, whatever it was. Came right back in again. Let's just see if we could get back up again, to that 9,500 area. We still need the markets. I hope we get a huge rally, guys. We're almost out of all our short positions. We have a couple left. We're out of a lot of them. We're out of half of them. So we're just kind of hanging out now. We got some calls, holding our breath on these positions, but we managed to get out of at least half of them. So, that was a tall task. Yeah, but Twilio, yeah, let's just wait and see if we could get, we pulled the last half off today when this thing was tanking. God, another great trade. Look at this. Shorted here, boom, shorted here, boom, shorted here, boom. Keep renting, just like Tesla, guys. We did the same thing on Tesla. If you're here, donkey, watch and learn. We shorted here. We covered some here. We shorted here. Covered some here. We shorted here. Covered some here. We shorted here again. We covered the last half today. But we're losing in Tesla, just like all the stock twits, guys. He's losing in Tesla. He shorted. He's in from 300. No. I've shorted and went long in this stock. I would have to go back to my position sheet probably 4 times this year, 5 times this year. And now I have no position in Tesla for the record right now. No position in Tesla. Nothing. 0. Yeah, I know, guys. There's some big plays. FedEx, I know, I know. Will AAO, yeah, AAOI, remember that one, guys? I don't know. We shorted that one, and that thing's just, oh my God, it's even going lower. Wow. StockBookie gave AAOI a $40 price target. You're an idiot. And this is when the 20 MA was right in here, guys. When this thing was high flying, the 20 MA was like $35, and I was like, I give this thing a $40 price target, and they all went StockBookie. They all shared my StockTwits tweet. Everyone beating me up. Look at where this thing's at now. And even when it popped, I told everybody, don't chase this thing. Don't even know. Look at this. Maybe $10. Look at that, though. Jeez, what a call. This thing was at 100, and I was calling $40. They all laughed. Oh, you're a moron. Well, maybe I should go hunting for those guys again. Wonder if they're still. They just pumped the shit out of this one, though, guys. That's all that was. And it was a high flyer. Came right back in. Yeah, will it survive? I don't know. CI. Let's see, CI. Yeah. Damn, there it was right there, guys. Wow. Legalize. Where were ya? That was it right there. Double top. Went right to it and right back down. Damn, look at that trade, guy. Almost $30 right there. When we were looking at the high flyers last week, why wasn't this one mentioned, guys? Oh, when did it come back? It might have already pulled. Yeah, okay, this was a little bad. I was going to say it might have pulled back already. Damn. Look at that. And this is what they're all doing, guys. They're bringing it up. They're killing it. Everyone who bought here, they're selling here. As it's chasing up here, they all buy back at the highs again, and they're slapping them again. This was a beauty. I'm going to have to write that. I'll have to do a video on this one. CI. Wow. But that's what we look for, guys. Nice retrace back to the highs. Maybe a little bit of a pierce, and then we short again. Damn, look at that. Good catch on that one, bud. Too bad we didn't catch this one a couple weeks ago. That would have been a beauty. Straight down. Jeez. ATVI, yeah, that thing's getting the shit kicked out of it. ATVI, yeah, this thing's going lower, guys. 35 on this one. Don't even touch it. Come from a high. And the same thing, guys. Hit it, boom. Hit it, boom. Look, see how it pierced it a little bit, and then they dumped it. Got everybody on board right here. Oh, it's ATV, it's Activision. It's got to go higher. Then upgrade it, do a buyback, hype it on CNBC for 3 days, get everybody up, and then they freaking they're taking them to the woodshed. Weekly chart, what was when it was up here, I was telling you guys, 200 MA, going to be the target, weekly chart. When it was 84, this thing was right around 47. I'm 47, you're out of your mind, StockBookie. Here we are. So look at the weekly charts, guys. Wherever the 200 MA is, that's where a lot of these stocks are coming into. So, all right, guys, these options on Apple are at 310. Just be careful. The Amazons are coming back into again. They're still trading at 355. But if you can't handle pain, guys, get out of these trades, especially the calls. I don't know what tomorrow brings. I'm willing to put some more risk on, guys. That's how I'm playing these guys. Yeah, 355 on those. And then we're just popping and dropping now. Now they're just shaking everybody up and down. The market makers and probably the Fed too. ATVI, yeah, that thing's just getting smoked. All right, hold on. So FedEx is tonight. You would have to say they go up, especially after a beatdown. But, it's still a 50-50 shot, guys. It's like the casino, guys, playing MU earnings today, 34 strike put. All right. I'll look at these in a little bit. I'm going to write all these down. Just closed Amazon, 9% prime. Nice call, brother. Did you get in at the lower range on those? Yeah, just get the hell out of them. Don't even mess around with that. I'm still in the Amazon ones, guys. I'm holding white knuckling it. But again, I know my risk tolerance. If they go to zero, so be it. I only knocked out freaking 370 winners on the year this year and a bunch of intraday shit. Just killing it, guys. It's losing. I bet on the news about Obamacare. Oh, shoot. Yeah, be careful with that one. That one retraced and came right back down. That one was a tough one. I'm long 40 shares on FedEx at 190. Hold through earnings. Oh, you're killing me. I don't know, man. It's a 50-50 shot. I mean, I would bet to the upside on FedEx on earnings because it just was beaten down. But man, still, if This thing here, let's look at the monthly. Let's see if it's hit the 20 MA yet. Yeah, okay, wow. Damn. Guys, look at it, from 120 to 280, it should have never been up here. What's the price? I mean, we're into great support right here. I don't mind that, Abe. Hey, what's up, bud? Oh, did you buy it down there? Damn. USOB. Nice, man. So you did? You got 100% on those? Damn. We'll hold against you. Just looking at. Yeah, no. The way I would look at this one, guys, you got the beat down from the Amazon news, all that good stuff. The stock was high flying at 280. You're at 180 now, so 100-point drop. If they get a little bit of a good earnings report, it should drop or pop. The only problem with this, though, if it pops, it could fade. That's the only. If you're in with shares, Abe, that's fine. If it pops, just cut the damn position. But especially if the markets start to go down, go move lower. If we get a pop tomorrow with the Fed news and going into the Christmas holiday, then it could go higher. So you remember these shots. Yeah, I know you won't hold it against me, but these are 50-50 plays. These earning plays. We got lucky with Costco and Adobe. We got out of those with some dignity. And whatever other ones. Tilray, we got our ass kicked. Autodesk, we got our ass kicked. But I think we did Amazon, we did Google, we made money on those. And we had some other good plays too. But again, it's a 50-50 shot. So whatever you're willing to lose, that's what you're willing to bet. It's just like the casino, guys. You don't go into casino knowing that you can't lose more than 200, but you bring 1,000 to the casino. But I can't lose more than 200 in the casino, so I'm going to bring $1,000. No, you bring 200. You bring $1,000 to the casino, you're blowing it all. Been there, guys. It's a Wall Street casino. I mean, and the casino as well. Whatever you're willing to risk to the casino, that's all you bring. Don't bring your debit card. You bring cash. You go in, and then if you lose, you do the walk of shame. That's why I don't go to the casino too much anymore, guys. I gamble here every day, guys. At least I could put myself in a better percentage trade than going in and playing blackjack and hoping, I guess at least I can get some food and a couple drinks. So, let's see here. Yeah, so this one, I mean, it's a great play, I think. You're into great resistance or support. If you're going to do anything with these, I would buy calls. But again, calls, this thing can pop and then fade. So I'll let you know if, as a member, if you're in there, I'll tweet it at the end of the day to see if I'm going to do anything with this one. But if anything, I would buy calls. But still doesn't mean this thing can't fall and come down here. So right now you're kind of in the middle of the range here, 618. You got good support here, though. That's the only thing you got going for you, going into earnings is that. But doesn't mean this thing gaps down and goes lower. So just be careful with the earnings plays. That's it. And Abe, you got 40 shares. You're not in a monster position. But, again, if you get past that 190, 200, cut it. You get to 200, cut it and be done with it. Say, that's enough. I can't do this anymore. So, all right, hold on, guys. Woo. Man. Hold on. All right, Ryan, if you're in the room, let me get you in there. Got another new member, Ryan. Welcome him, guys. Yeah. What's up, Ryan? Good job, buddy. We've been killing it, man. Just killing it. All right, let's see here. So Ryan, Wesley, welcome aboard, guys. And let's start tearing this shit up. So, all right, guys. I got another new follower. I don't see him as a member, though. So if you're not a paid member, you do not get Twitter access. Sorry, guys. Gotta, keep some of the trolls out. Yeah, no, Abe. Yeah, so that's how I play. You get the bounce. It could have some follow through if we get some more up moves on with the Fed meeting. Then these things can take off, especially our calls. So we'll see what happens. You're in Tucson, huh, Ryan? Yeah, you're in my neck of the woods. All right, so let's see here. So FedEx here, SPY's pulling back. Everything's kind of chopping around, not doing too much. We're 153 up on the Dow, and just kind of shaking and baking. That's not much to do. Protect the Apple trade, if you're in the Apple trade still, you know, if you want to take just a little bit of profit, just take it off. You know, I'm sitting in these guys. I'm still in the Amazon, still in the SPY, the IWM, and the Qs, and they're getting the beat down now. You know, that's what these guys are doing now. They're just shaking and baking the markets and killing everybody, which completely sucks ass. But you know, what are you gonna do? You know, you got to take a risk. You know, we were into some pretty good support yesterday. I'm stepping up to the plate as a technical trader, saying, hey, I'm going to give this one a shot. So, I mean, we're still not out of the woods. So, you know, this thing could still take off on us, or it could drop like a rock, you know. Yeah, but the Qs are about 50% down. Yeah, they're all about 50% down, unfortunately. Are you in SPY calls? Yeah, we took them the other day. They're getting the beat down right now, but that's all right. I tell my members small positions. They're just still not out of the woods. We could get a massive rally tomorrow going into Friday and get out of those. But we took 9 call positions. We're out of 4 of them completely for gains. Apple, we're out of half for gains and still holding the last half. And then we're in Amazon, SPY, IWM, and the Qs. With a little bit of juice in them. They expire on the 21st. But my members knew when taking these high-risk trades, small positions, and we're totally going against what the markets are doing. But we're at good support on the SPY, guys. When the SPY hit this area here, which I didn't think we were going to do yesterday, but we did. You know, when the SPY hit the 254.77 and almost hit the 253.04 area, you got to step up. But look what happened, guys. We go right back up, and they're selling again. It's just like, damn, these guys are just relentless right now. But when the selling's on, it's on. It's hard to to deny this selling. It's classic distribution in everyone's face. Every uptick's getting sold into. I mean, you could clearly see it. Up, sell, up, sell, up. Smart money was dumping up here. And then we get the short-term retrace here, and they dumped again. If we would have retraced what we would have bought puts up here. To buy puts here and then have them stick it to us, it was just a tough trade. Not enough resistance there. I thought for sure we'd get up in this area, and we never did. Then we just boom, boom, boom. But this is where we're covering more short share positions because we've been in short shares. So either way, you know, even though we're losing on the calls, we just covered a bunch of shorts. So either way, you know, we're doing all right. So Microsoft and JPM, please. Loaded some December 28th, 265 SPY calls near the low today, sitting pretty nice. Go, man. Don't load in these markets, Michael. I'm going to tell you right now. I don't know if you're a member or not, but don't load it up, buddy. We could if we sell off tomorrow, you know, make sure you told everybody you sold today. Like the donkey. Oh, yeah, SEO. Yeah, that was a funny one. I'm still holding these. I really am. Yeah. So the donkey, guys, he tells me he sold for a small profit, took these at 26, sold for a small profit. The only way he took a profit was at 27.14 at the high. Told me he sold, took the profit. And then today he told me he bought back in and he's riding this up now. Freaking donk. Funny stuff, guys. I can't. It's a joke. All right, are you SPY calls? Nope. Microsoft and MSFT. Hee-haw. I'm holding the 200 MA, guys. Holding this bomb just like the SPY into good support. It's really a market trade now, guys. Markets dump. This is going lower. Markets go higher. Then you're probably, if this does go higher, you're looking at gap fill at 106, 107, 108 area, then maybe 110. If the markets dump, if this cracks 100, you're going down fast. And, you know, next area about 97.37. So right now you're really holding. I mean, look at that. You just saw the SPY. It's doing the same exact thing. This one's actually holding up a little bit better than the SPY, but it's going to be a market trade. So right now it's really hard to say which way this is going to go other than it is in really good support here. The support's been hit a couple times, so you got to watch out for that. Shirley, I don't look at JNUG. I follow the GLD. JNUG's too hard. It's a skewed a name or a skewed whatever ETF or whatever. If the gold doesn't do anything, it just decays. So that's a tough trade. JNUG is the one where if you get in, you make a profit, you get out. You make quick boom, 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 in and out. So, but we'll go. We could. What was the other one? There's another one. What's the other one, guys, for gold that follows the JNUG or JNUG follows that one? I I used to do videos on it all the time. But yeah, Microsoft right now holding support. If the markets go down, everything's going lower. So just be careful if you're trying to go long in this one. If you're long, from up in this area, man, it's tough right now, guys. Markets are just kind of crank. GDX, yeah, GDXJ. There you go. Thanks, bud. Yeah, even on the weekly on Microsoft holding the 50 MA. So great support down here. If this cracks, guys, it's going a lot lower. Weekly chart, $70 is my target, 200 MA. When it's all said and done, market's crater. This is where this one's going. So just be careful with longs right now. Let's see here. OSTK dropped under 10. Resistance getting close to the 10 mark. Yeah, all right, hold on. JPM. Let me look at JPM. JPM too. Weak chart, guys. 90. It cracks 100. Here we go. $83 is my target. Again, same thing. Chopping around. Nice retrace. Get everyone back on board and just selling it. Markets go lower. These are going lower. The only way these are going to go higher if we get a bid in the overall markets, the SPY, the IWM, and stuff. So until then, I could give you support areas. That's about it. Right here's great support around 96.11. Then you have a couple, pivots here, 95. Gap fill around 91. Ultimately, though, guys, 83.86. So just be real careful if you're trying to go long. And these markets sell off. These are all going to start dumping hard. So just be careful. I hope we get a retrace. I just don't know if we're going to get it or not. Oh, man. Yeah, just be careful with these guys. Man, even this one, they're even cooking this one too. And banks are weak, guys. Look out. Well, the Goldman, we took the Goldman Sachs trade. I mean, you come to my live sessions, you know the trend line that we've been watching. You have to step up there. That's why we took the Goldman Sachs trade yesterday. Look at this trend line. And yeah, we took, maybe we should have went out with them a little bit longer. I just wanted to quick in, quick out, and take the money. And look, went to gap fill and came right back in and holding. This is a great area. I still think we're going lower, but you got to, as a technical guy, you got to, I showed this trend line a couple times. That's a great trend line for a bounce. Most likely we'll bounce and they'll go up 100%. And we'll be like, oh, I wish I would have held. But you know what? I'll take my money and run. I don't care. I take decent sized positions when I get in these calls. They're not $200 call positions, guys. I can handle a little bit more loss than that. So, but for you guys with the smaller accounts, don't load these boats. I mean, this is counter trend trading, guys. I mean, this can easily go to 140 easily. Okay, so just be careful in these trades. And this one's just a weak turd too. Yeah, 153. I still think we get the 140. We hit 153, 140 area. That's when we'll be buying more calls. Pretty simple. Load some December 265. All right, cool. Michael, just be careful with those. OSTK, yeah, we shorted this one too, guys. Ah. No, I know, Christoph. So, all right, guys, let's see here. Amazon, God, they're just not getting this. It's just not getting a bid. Jeez, sucks. My gosh, yeah, people are really kind of thinking about this Fed meeting. Man, the option's 330 now. Damn. All right, guys, the Apple options are at $3 now. So remember what I keep telling you. OSTK, let's see, OSTK. Oh my God. Yeah, remember we talked about this trend line. That trend line cracks. We're going lower. God, $10, guys. Now $10, and I wouldn't rule out $5. Man, oh man, oh man. I'm just. Is there anything at this point? Jeez. There's a trend line that's not. Yeah, $5, and that's not even. This isn't bad right here, but know that if it doesn't bounce around that $10 area, you're probably going $7.50, $5. Markets dump, damn. Here comes the markets again, guys. Can't even 108 up. Jeez, every uptick they are selling. Wow. I mean, markets were up on the BA news. The $20 billion buyback, and look at that dumping out again. Damn. All right, guys, protect the calls. Again, I'm holding. If you can't take the loss, just cut them. 50-50 into tomorrow's meeting, we can have a huge rally. Then I'm getting out of them, or we can tank some more. We still have some put positions out there. So if we tank, we'll be all right. We go up tomorrow, hey, we'll get paid on some of these calls. But OSTK, stay away. Look at that. This is another one we were shorting, guys. How do you short OSTK? This thing's ripping heads off. Right back down, guys. High flyer. And that's what I've been picking on for months, guys. They're all coming in now. VCEL, secular therapy. All right, let's see. VCEL. Yeah, nothing to do. 315,000 traded. Yeah. Here's your high pivot right here. That's resistance at 17, 18 bucks. If you can't get above that, then you're most likely going down. Next big area is 20, and then the 25 area, 26 area. If you're long in this one, yeah, it's a beat down name, but it's not really doing anything. It's waiting for news. That's what it's waiting. It's waiting for a buyout. Nothing. Yeah. So they had some news or something here, gapped up, went right into that resistance from back. You got to even go to the weekly. Yeah, we're pulling back some more. Damn, right here. There's your pivot right there. That's what it's stalling out on. So that's where they got more bag holders on. They brought it back down, brought it right back up. The guy who's been holding since 2013. He's like, holy shit, get me the hell out of here. So now all these guys who were bag holders, they become sellers too. And if the buyer stopped buying, then this thing's just going to do the same thing it did here. Just go straight back down. Be careful on that one. It legalized. It's nothing for me to do, at least. Once you hit this pivot here, that could be the end of the road. And like I said, if it gets past 20, cool. If it starts getting into this area right here, you have more resistance. Starting around, 23, 24, 25. So just watch out for that. Damn. Apple's coming in more, guys. Options are at 289 now. We're half out of these options, so at least we took a profit. Coming into some support. Markets are just diving. They just keep, every time they pull back, all these stocks are going lower. It's just like, damn. There's no buyers, guys. Retail buyers just getting slammed. Even Amazon. Amazon can't even get a bid going. 300 up, and the highest Amazon got was 30 bucks up or something like that. It's terrible. Terrible. All right, let's see. Biotech and healthcare is under liquidations. The IBB, good shorting for yeah, the IBB, that one we're late to the party on. This would have been the area right here at 120. Let it go down. We'll find some bounce areas on this eventually. I talked about this one for a long time, guys. Monthly chart. Look at that. We retraced up, and now it's getting plowed again. This is going to be an $82 stock. If we get another retrace, and we'll short. But right now, just let it fall. Again, let's see what we get on tomorrow. If we get a major rally, then we're going to be looking for the shorts that we covered the last couple of days. We're going to be looking to go long. Or we're looking for the retrace, and we'll short them again. So that's how we're going to play these. Yeah, but Mark, yeah, I used to trade this a ton, and coming right back in. But yeah, let it fall. Let's see what the markets give us tomorrow. Tomorrow's a wild card. And if we could get a rally tomorrow, we could rally out all the way until Friday, and then go into Christmas with a nice Dow's up 500 points, and Kramer hyping and everybody hyping, making everybody feel good. The feel good rally. Guys. Let's see here. Yeah, J Nug. Yeah, I'm just gonna look at the GLD. We're in this trade from right here, guys. 111.18. Now we're in the driver's seat. I will pull off half if we get up to this high pivot at about 120. Damn, guys, it's so dry out here. My allergies are just kicking my ass right now. Even take a nasal spray, everything, and it just, man, can't clear it up. And my youngest is sick now. It's like, oh gosh, come on. But yeah, we're in the driver's seat here. If this thing pops up another couple bucks, we'll be half out. Right now, gold's going up. The JNUG, I don't know how that thing that thing goes to the GDXJ, But right now we're in the driver's seat. We made a low, higher low, higher low, higher low, etc. and now grinding. So hopefully we get to the 200 MA, then I'll see how this one reacts. But we're in a nice little, somewhat of a bullish consolidation. I didn't like this draw. Again, they got everyone in, they dropped it, get everybody out, and then they launch it back up. So that's what they're kind of doing on this trade, just kind of bouncing around. Every time we get an up move, they drop it down, consolidates, drop it, consolidates, drop it, gets everybody out. Good thing we bought down here, right off of support. So far it's holding up pretty good. I'm a gold bug. I'm going to let this one rip and see if we get higher prices. Again, if we get to 120, I'll cover half. I would love to get to the 125, even up into the 126 area, and I'll be done with this trade. I'm a short-term trader. Not short-term. I mean, I've been in this one, since August, guys. And this thing's just been grinding. And I'm holding it. It's working. So excuse me, guys. Yeah, we're coming in again. Jeez. Gosh. There's no buyers. The only buyers in here now are retail buyers like me and you guys. And if I buy Apple, it's not going to make it go up. No one's buying anything right now, guys. Nothing. We got that little pop today. We did the right move. And just the SPY, they just didn't come back. It kind of pissed me off. But the DIA and the IYT we took yesterday, those worked out all right. We were off by these trades by about 4 hours, which sucks. Still pisses me off, but whatever. All right, let's see. J Dust, yep, I think, yeah. So gold, that's how I found the J Nug. Let's see, the GDXJ. Yeah, I mean, J Nug should be popping. Right here's your next area, about $30. So if the J Nug hits up into here, or the GDXJ, you're going to have some resistance on that J Nug play. If you start hitting that, and if you're in the J Nug, where's the J Nug now? J Nug. God, people, buying this one. Yeah, so if that goes up, this thing should probably reach about, $10 or so. But again, if you're in this thing from down at 6 and you're at 865, pull something off. If you bought it here today, that's a tough trade. You're kind of chasing. So this would have been it right here at double bottom. See how it retraced, came down, hit double bottom. That's where you would have bought. And then you're buying it, 627, you're eight something. I would be done. Yeah, look at that. SPY's negative now, guys. Jeez, unbelievable. Gosh darn it. Well, everyone who bought calls, guys, they're just smearing. At least we bought them, at a couple $100 a piece. So we're not really getting railed. The guy who bought the SPY 5, 6, 7 days ago is just like, oh my God, what is going on? Apple options, guys, still holding strong though, still positive a little bit. I might just cut those and say, done. That from it Shirley just passed away. Oh, really? No way. Wow. Shirley was like my fourth cousin. No way, I didn't know that. Oh no, Shirley, oh no. And Shirley, Shirley. From Laverne and Shirley just passed. Okay, Laverne did. Oh, no way. Was that Penny Marshall? Hold on here. That's too bad. Let's see here. I'm looking at Facebook to see. Yeah, there you go. It was Penny Marshall. I liked her. Gary Marshall too, her dad. But Shirley is like my fourth cousin. That's too bad. Rip, honey. Love that show. Grew up with that show. All right. Anyways. Yeah, so the GDA, yeah, if this thing keeps going up, I mean, $9 and it really starts ripping heads off, look at $11 gap fill. And honestly, it could get to 15. But yeah, just protect it. You never know. Watch out. You got to remember, we're going into that stupid Fed meeting tomorrow. Gold could fly. Gold could get hammered. So watch for that. Yeah, something's up here, though, guys. They're just freaking killing it. But these options on Apple are holding, though. So they're 271 still. This thing dipped and they barely dipped. That's interesting to me. But they're going off at 266. We're a little bit in the money now, guys, on Apple. Amazon's back red. All the other ones are getting kicked in the groin. And I'm holding them, though, guys. Gosh. Yeah, I think it's still going to be a sell the news event tomorrow. But I'm not going to play a 50-50 shot on these markets. I'd rather have them go up, and then we'll play the retrace. Yeah, so that's with this one. Just be careful with this. You know, right now it's going up all right, but if you bought off a double bottom here and it's going, you're doing all right. Just for me, you know, if I was in this trade, I'd be a quarter position only, and that's it. Ride a little bit more. But I'm in the gold GLD. We're riding that one up, so that one's been all right. Let's see here. Let's see. TSU. TSU. Not bad. Trying to grind. You're coming off the lows. Let's look at the monthly. Let's see where this thing's at. Yeah, look at that. I mean, look at this action, guys. Still weak. I mean, it came back up here, retraced. What is that? The 750, probably the blue line. Blue or the green. That's usually the verdict here. Right past the green, which is the 618. We barely got there, and boom, right back down. Looking at the monthly, though, it's a little bit weak. We made the high, lower high, came back in, consolidating sideways. Weekly charts, yeah. I mean, you're above the MAs here. Bulls, you got to fill this gap and get above this 1696, and then this high here at 1759 and try to recapture the 50 MA. If it stays in this lower range and starts getting below these moving averages on the weekly, then you got to look out. You're probably going to retest easily 13, 11, 16, 9, 10, $9, and then 709. I don't know if we'll go that low, but this is definitely setting up for lower prices. But markets grind higher. This will grind higher. Markets start to dump. This most likely will start dumping. So be careful with this one, Shirley. Yeah, I mean, it's chopping around. Came off a high pivot. You're just chopping in this lower range. So it's not bad because you're above the MAs here, but if it slides, starts cracking these lows, you're going to have to get the hell out. If you're riding this thing from, you know, 13.92, $14, and you're at 16, that's not a bad trade. You know, you start filling this gap and you're having trouble up in this area because this high pivot and this drop, then you're just going to have to take the profit and say, all right, I gave it a shot. So, yeah, just be careful with that. Bookie, tell the troops to buy SPY puts. Market is going to break down. Short every pop. Buy puts on Tesla and Amazon. Everything short. Sure, buddy. I don't know. I'm not we didn't do anything. We've been covering puts all week. It's been great. It's been great. Slippo, what's up, bud? John, took a question. I'm confused a bit. Which time frame is for you most important to draw fibs on to get a sense of direction for short-term market trades? I see you draw fibs on all time. Yeah, it's really all time frames. You know, depending on how you're trading. Take a look at Apple. You know, if you're doing more of a short term, you know, say if we're getting into, I mean, all time frames are pretty important. But if you're doing this as a day trade, say we got in these, say we bought puts right here. You know, so say from this low, you know, and shorter time frame, we're going from, you know, pretty much yesterday's low to yesterday's high. You know, or you can even go to this high too if you wanted to. But if you're really doing short-term trading, I mean, even on a day trade, you go from this low to today's high. So right now we're catching the 5.0 and the 50% retrace right here, and the 5.0 moving average. Will it hold? You know, coming from yesterday's high. So that's how I'm kind of looking at right here. This would be more short-term trade. Then you go to the 60-minute chart and you would go, okay, 60-minute, here's my short-term fib on the 60-minute, but let's go, you know, maybe we take it up to the last, you know, 3-4 days ago high and take a fib from that level too. So there's a couple different ways you can do these trades. But if you're doing more intraday, you know, you're looking to just to get in, get out, like here, if we're looking to buy calls right here, you know, or maybe calls down here at the 618 and this low pivot. You know, so that's where you're really using it that way. It really depends on the trade and really depends on what you're doing. You know, you're looking for more of a buy and hold, more of a quick in and out. You know, quick in and outs are 10 and 60-minute time frames. More of a day trade, you're looking at, you know, or more of a buy and like let's go to Goldman Sachs. That's a little bit better. Goldman Sachs, we know this trend line is there. You're not going to really get that trend line off the 10 and the 60-minute. Okay. So this one, you got to follow the bigger time frame because you can see, you know, clearly see that. But we know, right there, we're going to get a bounce, okay, on the weekly. Even if you go to the daily, you still have that same trend line. You got to go out a little bit further to see it. You don't see the action like you do on the weekly, because it's a daily. So as we take that trade, now what I'm looking at, I'll go to the 10-minute chart on GS and be like, all right, you know what? We have a gap fill here. We have the high pivot here. We have resistance. So as we took that trade yesterday, and as this thing bounced, I was looking at, hey, this high pivot here, you're going to get some resistance. This gap fill, you're going to get more resistance. Look at that. It hit it to a T and came right back in, and it couldn't get past this gap fill. And then boom. I mean, we could have bought puts and got real cute on this trade and took the calls off, bought puts, took the calls, bought put, and do that. But, right now these markets are a little bit, up and down. So at that point, but now, more short term, you're going to go to the 60-minute. And then I'm going to be like, all right, you know what, short term here. And then, of course, on this one too, you had the 20 MA. So you had a lot of resistance up here. That's why I pulled this trade off. We got the bounce and boom, out. So it was just like, that's it. I'm not going to do this. And I know it's a great bounce area, but the other wild card with these trades too, if the markets don't catch a bid, this is all coming right back in. So now we know that, but now let's look at the retrace. I'm going to go probably to this high pivot. So if this trade keeps going, okay, I'm going to go to this high pivot right here. And let's see. So if this thing gets a bounce, I know on the 60-minute, I'm going to turn this day trade into a couple day hold. So we're going to go to the bigger time frame. So now we know next area is about 173, then 175, 177. And you're following these pivots too as well. Like right here is great resistance around 175. So if we held this trade, right now, it's not looking bad. You're up and sideways on the 60-minute. You got a little bit of a bull flag coming off these lows. But yeah, there's really not one way to do it. It's really just piecing everything together and saying to yourself, hey, on this one, I knew as Goldman was moving up today, I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not even going to mess around. So we get the gap fill. It's not most likely going to pull back, but you have a great chance of this thing pulling back, and it did. But the other thing was, as well too, 60-minute time frame. You start coming up to this 20 MA here on the 6. Look at that, 60-minute, 20 MA, gap fill, 170, even number. It crossed through 171, 172. That was a great area. And you have the 750 retrace down here from the bigger time frame. So there's really not one way to do it. It's just basically saying, hey, do I want to stick with this trade, or if I want to, hold it for dear life and see what happens, kind of like Facebook, as that thing was going up on us, I knew right here on the daily chart that we had more resistance here, and I almost took that trade too, and I'm pissed that I didn't, because that would have been a nice one. It would have been a 3-day hold, and we would have got paid from the last position that we took on this one. But taking this one, I knew coming up we had more resistance. It just held. It didn't hit it and come right back in. It came back in yesterday. But see how it came back to the 20 MA and popped right back up? But this is another one where we knew that was resistance. We go back to the 10-minute chart saying, hey, where can this thing retrace? Where can it go? Yeah, yesterday's beat down. Look at that, right back up. They're doing 20 billion or 9 billion in buybacks. It's got to go higher. Like here, would have been a great short again. Right there. Double top came right. And then if you take short-term Fibonacci's, let's take it from this low. Let's go to this high over here and let's see if there was anything there. Not too much, but yeah, at 145 you had great resistance. Then it hit that great resistance. Then you started plowing into this stuff, and that's where it stalled out. Came back in, tried to get above, and boom, right back down. So yeah, so that's where you have to kind of watch what you're doing. There's really not one way. You just got to kind of say, okay, now this way, we could go to this top, this low. Since we retrace this high, let's see what we got. If that helps, bud. So yeah, I'm using it all. I'll go to the monthly. Because at the end of the day, you still got the monthly too as well. If you want to go a bigger time frame or bigger, because then you can see this low pivot here. And say, okay, from that low pivot to this high pivot to all-time high, we're running in some great support right around the 139, 140 area too. So look at that. That's holding that from your bigger time frame fib. But once you line up all this crap and figure out maybe 140 was the area for the bounce, then you can possibly take a trade. That's how you're kind of doing it. Yeah, guys, markets are coming in again. Jesus, we're almost negative on that, all the indexes now. Yeah, we should have bought puts. Hey, Michael, how are those calls doing now, bud? Let's see. Tesla, time to nibble on a few calls? No. No, no, no. Damn, what happened yesterday, guys? We covered that, and now we're getting creamed. So, yeah, Slippa, once I do some private sessions at night and we go over some of this stuff a little bit more, there's just a lot. I'm 11 years into this technical crap, guys. I didn't learn this stuff in 3 days. So, and you got to line this stuff up. Damn. Oh, frick. Couldn't even catch a bid the rest of the day. Amazons are coming in now. God, look at Tesla, guys. Yeah, Donkey took another Tesla position, getting railed on that one. He's in Amazon again, too, getting railed. Wow. Unbelievable, donk. Bookie, I bought some Tesla puts looking for 300. Oh, you bought Tesla puts? Sure, man. If you have a profit, take something off. How those SPY calls doing for you now, though? Didn't you load the house on those? Or no? Yeah, puts are looking fine. We took those off. We took our short. I don't mess around with Tesla. I get a profit, I'm done. Got you. I really appreciate your insights. Grateful to be a member. Learned a lot in 2 weeks. Already with you. You are the man. Thanks, bud. Yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah, this is going to take you a little while longer, man, to learn this stuff. Like I said, guys, I got 11 years into this stuff. Tesla. God. Everybody ripped me for shorting Tesla on StockTwits. Look at this thing. Honestly, next support maybe around 334, and then this pivot here around 325. You get to 325, Michael, you got to get the hell out of those. But man, if you're in those puts, good trade. Let's see here. Time to nibble on some calls. Nah. This thing again. Right here. This is where we're going to nibble calls. 250. Okay. The markets go up tomorrow, Tesla could catch a bid. Markets continue to go lower, everything's going lower. That's why a lot of these call positions, guys, we got out of them. And you know what? I think I'm going to cut the apples, guys. We got a little bit on those. They're holding up pretty good though for this thing falling this hard, guys. It's not falling hard, but coming in pretty good. Damn though, my gosh, where are we at? We got an hour left. They could be shaking people out. We'll see. So we'll see what happens. All right, guys, if you're new to the room, punch up. I got $100,000 in Ameritrade to get Tesla short shares. Can I get puts instead? John, not right. We shorted more right here, right around 373, 374. Nah, I mean you're late. You're late to the. You're late to it now. Yeah, don't mess with that. Can I get puts instead? Yeah, nah. I mean, this is where it would have been. I mean, this thing came down like a rock. I got to go on StockTwits and make fun of these Tesla bulls again. I mean, now, can I get put? Nah. I mean, yeah, I could go lower, but nah. If I was in puts, it would have been right here and it would have been done. We shorted shares up here. So, yeah, puts would have been good too. I mean, if you can't get shorts, on any of these positions I do, then you're going to have to get puts. And, on a lot of these, go out a month or two, especially in markets like this. Give yourself a little time, especially a stock like this. If you would have bought puts anywhere in here, you would have got murdered. Now they're coming in pretty good. So, but they held this thing up, held it up, and now they're, taking it to the woodshed. I can never get short shares from Ameritrade. Yeah, you're gonna have to change brokers, bud. Go with Venom Trading or Cobra, or even Interactive Brokers. Can anyone else get short shares? I don't even know if Can Think or Swim. I don't know if they get it. I'm not sure if they're getting short shares. Let's see here. If anyone's new to the room, though, punch up a symbol. We'll go through some more stocks. We've been covering shorts all week. We bought some calls. They're getting a little bit slapped in the face now. Apple, damn, unbelievable, guys. That's all right, though. You know what? We've been doing good. That's why it's just like, all right, let's Let's see what happens here. All right, guys, let's see. Gosh, unbelievable. Look at this. Here we go again, guys. Everyone's excited. We get the little rally today. At least we got out of some of these calls. People buying calls at the high today. Wedbush, you can short shares for free. Yeah, Wedbush, yeah. You could do them too. That's a clearinghouse as well. So like interactive brokers might use Wedbush for their clearinghouse. Thinkorswim might be using Wedbush. Yeah, they're out there. You just got to have. I have multiple brokers, guys. I don't mess around. If I can't short it, I'm going to the next one. And if I have to, then I'll call them up and cry to them. Oh, come on, man, come on. Especially these high flyers. But if not, then I'll do the puts and then go from there. And actually, you could take puts if you buy, the 100, say one put contract. You get, maybe go a couple months. Well, and if you get put the position, you could take shares that way too. We were in a trade a while back. We ended up taking 35,000 shares short of Tesla because we shorted calls and we were put the position and we ended up having 35,000 shares short of Tesla. And it came down. It dropped like freaking. We made about 1.6 million on the trade. It dropped like a bomb. The guy I was consulting is like, should we take the 35,000 shares of Tesla? And I'm like, you can do that? He's like, yeah, we can do that. I'm like, all right, do it. And then he sold early, and I should say we could have made 1.7 million on the trade. I think we made a couple $100,000. And I was like, oh my gosh, what the hell is going on? Tesla, let's see, Wedbush buy, what's the move? I'm getting killed on the calls. Harris, you got to have a small position on that, buddy. I'm holding them. I told you guys. If you can't take the pain, I told you guys to sell them. I'm in them. If you take two, we added two. Yeah, if you took the small position, you should be in that trade, the SPY calls, with no more than $250. And I told everybody right before I took these trades, bud, if you cannot handle the loss, do not take these trades or just keep them small. If you do, what's your position in that one, bud? It's not big. Yeah, I mean, if you can't handle it, then you're going to have to cut it. Right when I posted that trade yesterday, I said these trades are going against the grain, totally against the grain. If you can't handle a big loss, you cannot take those. So three of them, I don't know. So you're at about $350. So even if you have a $10,000 account and you're doing 1%, it should only, it's really $100 position. Can we buy USO now? No, not yet. I mean, you could maybe start the nibble on it. Hopefully tomorrow you'll get a rally, then cut the. Yeah, that's John. That's what I'm holding for, buddy. We cut, or at least I cut the 5 position. I'm still in Apple. Apple's back to green. There is a God. No, but yeah, just make sure your hair's perfect though. 3 options, it's small enough. But man, if you have a $2,000-$3,000 account, the 3 options, that's brutal. Yeah, no, USO, not yet. I know, hi-ho. Not yet, man. Getting close, though. I like that. I like the 770 area, $8. I mean, I don't know if we'll ever get there, but the Fed, they need lower prices. I'm out, but I would hold at this point. Yeah, for the calls, yeah. If you're out, look at Tesla, guys. Damn, we covered that position yesterday. Unbelievable. Every time I cover, you know what to do, guys. Just hold on. It did well, except for Facebook. That was the only one that went against us. Oh man, what time is it? All right, gosh, I'm still looking at FedEx and MU, guys. I think those are tonight. Yeah, so the 3 options, just be careful. I mean, tomorrow's a 50-50 shot, guys. I think it's going to be a sell the news event, unfortunately, but I could be completely wrong. They almost need a rally at this point, going into the Christmas, to make they got 4 days, they got 3 days for people to buy presents before Christmas. They got to get everybody on a high note. Took the PG puts position till April on Friday, already 80%. Good call, John. Thanks, buddy. Cut some off, man, if you're in a trade. Shorted G today? Oh, my gosh, Sean, that's some big balls. We're waiting to go long on G. Any knows we'll be bad. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking too, Legalize. Any news will be bad news at this point. They're running out of everything, guys. Running out of everything. If they don't raise, yeah, there will be. Exactly. If they raise, it will be a sell-off. If they don't raise, I think the only wild card that I'm looking at, if they don't raise, I think we might get the rally. Okay. And into Friday. Okay. Just like the news from when the China trade deal was close. Look at Tesla though, guys. Right to the 334.20. That's the fib area. And it's bouncing. That's the 382 coming from the highs. But you have shorted anything, Sean. You could have shorted anything. Good job, dude. Yeah, right. Need to hope they say next year. Yeah, and that's what I think. If they don't, we'll get the short-term rally into next year, and then they're going to get the next beat down. So I hope they retraces these markets all the way back to the highs. Let them do it. But that's why, these call positions, guys, we took them out. They expired December 21st. I'm looking for a short-term bounce and get in and get out. Yeah, I got G last time. They said it was a buy candidate. Yeah, exactly. You got it. But yeah, so and that's why, when I tell my members, guys, here, let me show you again. Let me see here. When I've taken these call positions, guys, and I took, we took a bunch of them yesterday, but we've been covering shorts like crazy. That's why I was like, man, I got to put a little risk on here. I got some risk appetite right now, guys. I could do some massive trades here. Because you look at the BA trade, and this was one of them right here. This is BA. Bought BA 21, 330 calls at 176. Small positions, everyone, or no positions at all. If you can't handle, these are, we got lucky with the buyout. We sold them at 462, so that was a nice gain. But guys, you got, every time I posted these trades, you got to read these and think, hey, this thing, we got to do this. We bought Apple calls. This was the Apple one we bought. Apple calls 362. Please protect small positions. Sold half at 375. It's 168. We'll be selling the rest. It never got to 168, unfortunately, or they would have been around 410, 425. We would have been out. Now they're back to break even again. They're right at 250 now. So if you can't take the loss, cut this one. I'm holding. I'm going to take the risk going into Friday. I got a couple more days. If we get a big monster rally tomorrow, great. Because right now, guys, we really don't know what the hell is going to happen tomorrow. Excuse me. That's why, when I'm taking these positions, I'm going small. I might add a couple times. But, if you can't take a big option, look at this, guys. They're dumping it out. Jesus. Oh, my gosh. Everyone's head's going to pop off right now. Yeah, gosh, look at this. When we bought these too, we bought the SPY. Don't load the boat, going against the grain on this trade. Bought calls. I added more. Bad move, but they were $94. I can take these. If you can't do it, then you're going to have to just stay away. I added more to these calls. My average price is $1. I posted this earlier today. These are at 140 now. Please keep an eye on these. We'll start to sell slow and steady if we get 50% profit. So we were even up on these, and then they came right back on us. So, that's, I held them. So that's, guys, you got, when I'm posting stuff, I'm not, putting, don't load the boat going against the grain because I'm being, a smart ass or being, a dick, basically. I'm saying, hey, man, you're a member. You pay me every month, $30. I want you guys to be safe. If you can't handle this, you're just going to have to say, hey, I'm done. I can't do these trades. These markets, guys, everyone, well, what about this trade? Guys, look at this action. We got short and we get smashed again. to navigate through this like we are right now, and we're shorting and trying to go long. Shit. Please post the next trader in here, because I want to follow that guy who's hitting these things 100%. I really do. Because, man, if it's crazy. These are markets, if you have no clue what you're doing, you just sit the hell out. Because it's like Tesla. It's got to go up. It's got to go up. In Tesla, they're getting your ass kicked right now. You know how many people are buying the damn dip because he came out with the dump truck or whatever the hell? They all bought here. Then they bought here. They bought more here. They bought more here again. They're going to run out of steam sooner or later. The next thing you know, it's going to be at 250, and they're all, well, that doesn't make any sense. But even if you took small positions adding along, you're not getting killed right here. The problem is with bulls and most people, they're going all in here, all in there, all in here. Hey, we're getting a bid now. Apple's coming back. So hold on, guys. I got to post something on StockTwits. But on our Tesla, Bull's doing great. Just keep adding. Buy the dip. Hurry. They love it when I do that. The Tesla Bulls all, StockBookie. Oh, and Donkey, your Tesla position's going down the drain. Oh, my gosh. Holy cow. Unbelievable. But yeah, guys, I don't mean to make fun of people or rip on anybody, but man, these markets are brutal right now. If you have no clue what you're doing, and even me, sometimes, guys, I'm not going to be perfect, but geez, it's like up and down, up and down. You know how hard it is to catch some of these moves? And we caught some 5 good trades on the calls yesterday. And you know what? We have 5 winners. If we have the rest losers, so be it. What are you going to do? Life will go on. Sean could have shorted anything. He shorted that one. Yeah, that's crazy. I always hear you saying it's going back to where it was in November 2000. It is. Right when Trump came in. That's where these markets are going, guys. That's it. And when time's up, it's up. It's bizarre. When time's up and distribution starts, there's no saving these markets, guys. That's it. And, we could still get bounces. They could still throw out, the China trade news, or we're close. We'll still get up moves. Hey, we're getting a little bit of a bounce right now, guys. Woo! But where were we, guys? Right into the lows of yesterday on the SPY. We hit the lows of yesterday. Now we're getting a bounce. If we crack that low, we're going to be in trouble, guys. That's it. So that's why watch some of our short positions, guys. We're still in a couple of these things. So keep watching these guys. As I'm chatting with you, I have my eyes on them all. We had a nice little pullback here, guys. You got to keep an eye on some of this. We still have a handful of shorts here, and you don't want to miss one, and because I'm blabbing here, or even myself. I got to keep an eye on these, make sure that we're doing all right, and see what happens. These are crazy markets. No one's navigating these markets like we are right now, guys. We're flipping killing it. We really are. I can't say so myself. Even MRK's coming in, guys. We're short this one. Look at that. We start getting right here about $73. We're going to cover half of that. I'm almost tempted to cover it now, half now. We're in from $76.88, so $77. We're up $3 on the trade. Not bad. But another one, guys. What is it? High flyer. 67 bucks, maybe 63 coming in. Look at that nice reversal candle. Markets go up, though. This will probably go higher. Markets come in. This is going to go lower. Let's see here. SPY 263 tomorrow. We'll see tomorrow. I hope for a short-term retrace for my calls, but I don't know. We're going to know when Uncle Jerome spits out his lip service at 2 o'clock. Then we're going to know exactly where these markets are going. So, let's see here. You still in those calls, Michael, that you loaded the house in? I'm telling you, man, don't load the house. WPM. I don't even know what this is. Yeah, these things are just chopping around. Must have had earnings or something, popped up. Apparently, I looked at this one before, though. We had the high here. Yeah, look at that. Right to gap fill, guys. And $20 in the 618. That could be the end of the road, maybe. Next big area is around $21 up in here. And then 22.87 double top. So if you're in this thing from down in here, I'd definitely take something off. You did get the gap and then gap fill here, gap window, gap fill. So it is marching, but apparently news or earnings or something. So, but if you're in from down in this area, take something off, protect it if it continues higher. Next area, it's got to get back above 20. Then you're looking at 21 and then 23. If you're shorting this one, you're just going to have to tighten that stop and hold on for dear life here. But weekly, though, you know, I mean, I had a great retrace. This isn't a bad short candidate either, but I would wait for this area to short it. If we get there, great. If not, then, you know, just don't look at it. But yeah, surely, yeah, if you're down from here and you're riding this thing up, it's got to stay above the moving averages, even on the weekly close. If it comes right back in and closes below, then most likely it's going to turn and come in. Markets continue selling. This will come in. If we get a massive bid tomorrow, guys, in the markets, a lot of these stocks are going to fly. And like I said, they start flying, then we'll be looking for short candidates. Or we'll be reshorting stuff. Hey, I'm actually in the money on MCD now. Guys, if you shorted MCD up at the highs, you know, don't wait for me. I finally got in the money today. This one's been a bitch, but, you know, small share size, nothing crazy. All right, we're getting a little bid here, guys. God, look at that. Everyone trying to buy calls today, they shook their asses out, brought it to double bottom, and bam. God, it's almost tempting to buy a couple more calls, guys, going until tomorrow with the news. And maybe even going out until December 28th, a little bit further. I mean, it's still high-risk plays, guys, but, man, they beat these things down pretty damn good. You know what? Let me look here. Actually do it in the DIA. We pulled those off today. DIA. Yeah, so this one, nothing really to do. Nice bounce. Just protect it if you're long, knowing that 21 and 23 could be the next areas of resistance. If we come back down on this one and just close, complete little reversal on the weekly, on the Friday close, then you're going to have to get out. If we you know, consolidate sideways, maybe higher. If this thing comes right back in, most likely lower. So just be careful with that. Let me look at the DIA real quick here, guys. Let me look at some calls on this thing. Nah, 230. They're still about $500, $600. It's not worth it. I mean, you could do maybe 240s. 240s are about 239. They're not down that much today, though. I mean, they were up a lot more than during the day, but yeah, you know what? I'm not going to put any more money at risk here. That's now 333. Yeah, it's getting a little bit bounced today. Today was really ugly move, man. Yeah, I mean, my calls were looking nice, and I went into a meeting and came back and really, oh gosh. Yeah, you got Colin, you got to take those. Yeah, you get profits, especially in these markets. You got to just take them and run. That's why, you know, we took off the IYT, the DIA, the BA. We took half off of Apple, and we took off GS. We out. You cannot mess around in these markets, period. Yeah, so Colin, I mean, at this point, you know, if you're not loaded the house and you could take some pain, then I'm holding through tomorrow and into Friday. We get a little Christmas rally, we'll get paid, but my gosh, yeah, they came back and just slaughtered us. But you know what? That's the name of the game, guys. Know your risk, know the size position. If you can't handle risk, then don't take the trade. Don't take the trade because I'm taking it. And, you know, we've been doing good. I agree. You know, but a lot of people get that in them. Oh man, StockBookie been ripping it up. Oh, I'm going heavy in this one, and then we get a loser, and it's like, oh, what happened? StockBookie, you suck. It's like, no, it's just another trade, dude. Just another trade, unfortunately. Yeah, Amazons are getting smoked now too. Shit. God, they still got a little bit of juice in them. So if we do get a move tomorrow, they will move. But my gosh. This is just getting beat. Yeah, I know. We looked at FedEx. Hold on. Let's look at J&J. Yeah, J&J caught that area. When this thing was falling, we were looking right here. Gap fill. 126 down in this area. Just actually, it did go down one more time. Actually, no, it didn't. Right, we're looking at that gap fill right there. Never made it. Yeah, nothing to do here. All on news. Had a nice bounce. Um, yeah, just stay away. Too much news right now, driving this thing up and down. Yeah, Shirley, no problem. FedEx tonight, maybe. SK, I would buy calls. But the only problem with that, if we gap lower tomorrow, we might not ever even get paid on them, you know. But calls, because it's a beat down name right now, kind of like J&J. If they were going in earnings, you got to buy calls. Unless FedEx has the terrible flipping earnings, which I don't think they'll be that bad. It's holding this 183 area. We looked at this one earlier. Let's go to weekly. Holding a great area, but it doesn't mean it can't go to 160. The problem is with this one, it just took off here and went up straight up. And, you know, I don't even think this should be a $183 stock. But if they have good earnings, you'll probably pop back up. The problem is, though, if we're in puts or calls and they go the wrong way or they drop these markets tomorrow and we're trying to buy calls, we might not get paid. It could be a gap and crap on FedEx. So, you know, a gap because they gap it up. It gets to 200, 210. Everyone gets excited, but everyone who's stuck up in here, they're just like, you know what? Give me that pop. I'm getting the hell out. And then next thing you know, it turns around after hours and just drops. So this is a tough. It's a tough one right now. I mean, again, you guys know it's 50-50 shots on these. So don't load the boat. Colin, did you get out of some of those calls, though, yesterday? I mean, we added the DIA, the IYT. Did you get any of those? But I'm holding them, guys. They're small positions. Even if you bought the Q calls, we bought them at 120 and 85 cents. Your position with two options would be $200. You know, if you can't risk 200, don't be in these trades. Especially when I showed everyone earlier, we're going against the grain on these guys. Definitely don't get crazy on me. Shirley, no problem. I'm here for you, Shirley. Yeah, FedEx, I'll post something if you're a member at the end of the day. I don't know if I want to put any more risk on, guys. We put 9 trades out there yesterday, buying calls. It's just another trade for a risk. We'll see. I mean, I can do it. I have no problems buying it, but will I put my members in that position? I don't know. Because if you can't, you know, I'd hate to buy calls. We get smashed, and then that's just another loser. And it's just like, bookie, I couldn't do that. What's going on here? And it's like, well, then if you can't handle a loss, you can't take the trade. Because let's see, if we buy FedEx, oops, let me see, wrong one. Let's look at these. If we get FedEx, Paul's been getting hammered. I'd probably end up going to the 28th just to buy an extra week, just in case if these markets do kind of grind higher. I mean, actually, it's not a bad risk. 183, you might get the 190. I mean, there's still $320 options, guys. Maybe $200. You know, maybe the 195's at 200. You know, if this thing gets a bounce, you could probably get a $10 bounce after that slaughter job if they have good earnings. You know, you still have a lot of resistance going up because if it does pop up, you have a huge gap fill around $200. If it hits that, it could totally just hit it and then dump. You know the fade plays I love to play on earnings, guys. Pops and drops. So, you know, you can buy calls, be ready for shares. So if we do hit a certain area, we could short this thing with shares afterwards. So if it does drop and fade, the call position will be gone, but we have the short shares and we can ride that down. So kind of play it like that. A lot of different ways you could trade these things, guys. So, but we'll see if we do that. You know, I would think it goes up, but, you know, who knows, especially after that ass kicking. But maybe the reason they're dumping this thing because it should be a $160 stock. So, you know, again, those are my thoughts, but does it help you trade this one? Not really. But I'm just giving you, if you buy calls, this thing gets plowed. If it goes up and drops, great. If it gets plowed, then you're just letting those calls go to zero, basically. So know your risk, know how much you're willing to lose, and then, you know, you could get in that type of trade. The target percent for closing your positions or covering, half, etc. I usually go 5%, 10% on my share size. Options, you know, you start getting 25%, 50%, start cutting them. You know, I like the 100% ones, but, you know, on anything, guys, if you start doing it, you know, if it goes against you, you got to know your risk. You know, like I say, you know, if you're going to take one option and you're going to risk that $200, great. If it goes to zero, it goes to zero. If it goes up on you and you make 200, you're going to have to dump it. You know, for shares, it's a little bit different for me. Shares, you could take a smaller size. You know, say if you shorted this thing at 260, you're not going to go all in because it could go to 275. So I'm going to go here with a half position, knowing that with a full 10% position, that's a $25 stop out. If I go a half position, it would be a $50 stop out. If it pops up, I add a little bit more here. If it goes to 300, I'm still okay because it's still a $50, stop out. But if I'm adding up here, I'm getting my average price. There's a bunch of different ways you could trade these things, guys. But once if you're a member and you stick around for a little while, you'll see how I trade. Right now, just kind of sit around and watch. If you're getting into some of these, do not take big positions, guys. Period. That's it. Grab the cheap VXX. Hold on here. X put for satisfy the burning in my pocket. Cheap put to satisfy the burning in my pocket. There you go. Yeah, we're trying to pop. Now we're dropping. Yeah, these markets, we only have a half hour left. Bookie, I'm holding December 21st. Twitter, 35. I'm holding the Twitter. Twitter, 35's average price, 57 cents. You want me to look at, wow. Twitter, that's a tough one. Yeah, this thing, it's trying. Guys, everything depends on this market tomorrow. Are they up move? Yeah, you got support right here on Twitter, bud. So if it breaks to 33.08, then most likely it's going lower. It's all going to be gear. Look at this moves yesterday. Yeah, as long as it holds this area, it should be all right. But if it doesn't, it starts to go, you're going to go right back down here. It's trying to break above this trend line, and every time it's trying to get above, it's failing, guys. And that's telling me that's weaker. If it still can't get above this area here, 38 bucks, it's not going anywhere. And this one, I think they're shaking and baking a lot of people, getting everybody long, then they're shaking them out. So just be real careful with this one. I don't know if it's going to bounce up, but after that move here, that's telling me lower prices. But as long as it holds the 20 MA in this trend line here, you might have a chance with that one. Markets dump tomorrow on the news. We're getting screwed on all these calls. Well, the rest of them that we're holding. I might pull off the apples, guys, and just take one more position. They're at break even again. At least we got a small profit on the first half. We'll see. We might maybe we catch a little bit of a bid tomorrow going into the news. Who knows? But yeah, Colin, be careful with those. Small position, of course. You know that, brother. Yeah, just be careful with those. Will they get a bounce? I don't know. They came right back in. I don't like the big red candle here. That's telling me lower prices. But again, it's all, if these markets catch a massive bid tomorrow with the news, we could go up. So it's really right now with everything 50-50, guys. I still think it's going to be a sell the news if they don't raise the rates, but I don't think they're going to sell it off tomorrow. I think they might wait until they get through the new year. They need the consumer to go out and spend, guys. You can't get the beat down every day and expect people to keep spending money. You're the best, my brother. I'm going to be rich because of your lessons. Maybe. Hey, don't remember, keep going small. We're not going to get rich overnight, guys. This is a flipping marathon here. It's not one trade. We had some good puts. We had some good calls. We've been hitting those all right. It doesn't mean I might have 10 losers in a row, guys. Just small, and let's keep getting through these. This is a marathon, guys. Calls for the Twitter. Yeah, be careful with those, Colin. You're going against the grain on that trade too. That's a tough one. You got the beat down yesterday because the markets got beat down. So still, hold your breath. See if you can get through them. If we get a good pop tomorrow on the news, we could rally the next couple of days, or we can drop like a rock, guys. See, and that's where the beauty of these shorts, we have a lot of short swing trades with shares, and I know some of my members have puts in those, but that's the beauty of this now. We're trying to go calls. We got out of some of these positions, but we're still covering all the short positions we have in there, one after another. It's been great. You can't ask for more than that, guys. Even on a big day, big down day, we're covering shorts. On a shit up day like this, we're getting cooked on our call positions that we have left, but we still made a ton of money in the last couple of weeks. So just know your risk. You're right. Take the profits and run. Exactly, man. Don't even mess around with these markets. Yeah, good job, bud. Shirley, AEM. Great bullish consolidation, trying to get above this high pivot. If you cannot close above 40.57 or even $40, be careful with this one. Market's going to be a market trade though, guys. Now, Slippa here, check this out. So now with this daily, I'm going to show you with the fib now. So on this one, it's a daily chart. So first thing I'm going to look at from this high pivot to this low pivot, I'm going to look at this. I'm going to be like, all right, let's see where the first fib level is from the high pivot to the low pivot. We're at the 50% retrace. 618 is coming up. 44 is coming up as well. This is where we broke down right here. So you're going to have big natural resistance just from the breakdown area. Remember, a lot of bag holders are here. A lot of bag holders are here. And definitely some bag holders up in this area here. So you're going to get a lot of resistance going up. And then you have some gap fills as well. High pivot here as well at 41.07. If it can hold this 200 MA and start grinding, yes, higher prices. If you're in this trade from down in this area, remember, low, higher low. This kind of gave us a little, but it popped right back up. Higher low, higher low, higher low, and then etc. Nice base here for an up move. You are getting stretched from the 20 MA, so you got to look out for that. Might come back down one more time and push up. If you're in this sun from 34, sell half. If it pulls back again into this area and the markets are strong, rinse and repeat, guys. So right now that's looking okay. It all depends on, I don't know if it has any news or anything like that. See, now we go to the bigger time frame. Look at the resistance here. You got to get above the 50 MA for this thing to keep rolling. But look at this downtrend. Boom, boom. And now it's not in the downtrend yet, but it's getting really, really close, guys. Hey, we're getting a bid, guys. Look at this. But yeah, this is the problem right here. But I'd like this little W pattern too. If you're long and you're in some profits, take some off. See if you could pop above this 41 area, and then see if it could go higher. Right now, tough trade. You can see what's happening here. I mean, even if you go from the top here, it's hitting these high. Let's make that a little. I'm just gonna go from this pivot here. I mean that's pretty much your line in the sand. If you get it above that, you'll do all right. But if it can't make it above these moving averages, look out for the Friday close on this. If it comes right back in, lower prices probably to come. But for me, nothing to do. You're right in the 50% retrace from this high to low. You got a 50-50 shot of this thing going up and down. This would have been the area to buy right here, and that's coming off these pivots right in this area here. I was going to say there's probably a retrace right there. Retrace, boom, retrace breaks out. This area where it couldn't break through becomes support now, and that's kind of where it came in and retraced and went back up. But yeah, for me, nothing to do here. If you're long, take something off. If you're trying to short, you got to wait for, up in this area here. Does that help, Shirley, or was that too much for you? And I think you remember too, Shirley. So we'll be going on. I got to find out some more time. Ooh, look at this. All right, guys, Apple, you're back in the money again. Don't be crying if you should be half out. Amazon's finally getting the bid. Tesla's just a turd. All right, wasn't in on them. I couldn't trade yesterday. Busy as F. All right, cool. Hey, if you're busy, Colin, don't be taking a lot of positions, bud. You got to keep an eye on these markets. I am in one FedEx call. Good at going small. Are you? Took one? You SOB. I don't want to get an email from you tomorrow. Dude, I'm getting my ass kicked. I think it's a good play. Are you going to do any trading tomorrow? Yeah, I'll be coming in again. I'm sorry, newbie. What platform do you use to trade? I use eSignal, guys. It's a separate platform that I pay every month. It's $190 a month to get my charts. I was thinking about going to Thinkorswim, but I got 6 monitors, guys. I can't. They won't allow me to run everything I run with eSignal. I love Realtick too. Realtick's a good one as well. Yeah, KO. That was a little bitch, wasn't it? Take something. You know what? Take something off if you're in that. KO. Oh yeah, look at that. 47. So we got a little more to go, guys. But same thing. Remember this play, guys? Trend line, pop it, get everyone on board. Tell everybody it's the best stock in the world, and then drop it in their face. Oh, MU, or you want me to play MU, Slip? All right, let me look at that one. Yeah, KO's coming in, guys. Slow and steady. It is a high flyer. I'm still looking 45. I'm still looking it's going to come back into this lower range. If it gets to 45 or so, I will be cutting some of that damn bitch off. Kids, there is going to be some foul language today in StockBookie's live stream. So cover your ears. Yeah, we're in from 49.68. I was waiting to add a little bit more. So not the best trade, but hey, as a high flyer coming into here, you got to take the trade, give it a shot. Yeah, hold on, guys. Let me get a handle on these markets. I'm blabbing away, not really paying attention to anything. While everything's like bombing like a rock, I'm like, yeah, everything's going great. What the hell? CME, guys, if you're in CME short, pull some more off. We're at 382.64. We pulled half off at 184. It's a couple bucks lower. $1.50, nothing great. I'm looking for lower prices on CME. I still think this one's coming down a little bit lower, but weekly chart, we're getting close to some support. At 180, I'll probably chisel a little bit more of that off. But markets dump, 154 area is going to be your target on this. And if this goes, again, if it retraces, you guys know what to do. We'll be at the same area. If you bought this at 193 area, 194. If it goes back to 94, we're doing it again, guys. We're not out of the woods yet in these markets. All right, let's see where these Amazon. They'll probably end this thing about 10 minutes early, guys, before the markets close. If you're a member, I'll be looking at those MUs and those FedExes. If I see something I like, I'll plug a trade out there. Starting to like the calls now. We got this little bid now. We went into double bottom yesterday, kind of liking that. But, God, we could easily gap down tomorrow. We'll be like, The Amazon options are back to $3 now, guys. Our average is 460, I believe, on those. So watch out for those. They went to 5-something today, so you could have got out of those with a little bit of dignity. If you held, good move. You might go down the drain with me today. No, guys, I am stress-free with this stuff. I have no emotions. I take small enough trades where it's like, you know what? I gave it a shot, that's how you got to do. Yeah, KO's coming in, though. All right, Slippa, MU, buddy. All right, let's see. Man, this is a tough one, guys. This is another one. Beaten down play. We're getting back through this trend line here. Everyone's kind of freaking out. Hold on there. All right, there we go. Everyone's like, everyone's trying to go long this thing, and they just keep slapping them over and over and over. So, I mean, it's a total. This one's totally 50 shot, but 50-50 shot. After getting beat down, you're into great support. I would have loved this thing to be at 28. If we buy calls in this one, maybe go a month out, maybe. Because if it does fall, it will fall into good support here, and we can add some more to the position. Because that's great support right in here, guys. Right around 26 to 28 bucks. If it does fall on earnings, this is a good spot of support. I mean, if it cracks and goes lower, then you just step aside and let it go lower. But so if you're buying calls because this thing was beaten down, I think that's what a lot of people are doing. I mean, even if they have mediocre earnings, this thing could get a nice pop. The only problem is if it pops, it could drop just like FedEx. So I'd get ready just in case if this thing pops. We'll be looking to short shares after hours just to get another position in there. If this goes, if this does the, gap and crap. But at this point, I would buy calls more or less. You're in a good support because, and if you drop to this area, I don't think it's going to drop $6, but I guess you never know. Let me look at the monthly one more time here. Yeah, 29. Yeah, you have great support down in here. So you can wait for the play as if it drops. You could play calls going up. Market's got to go higher, though. We might get that 3-day rally, guys. We might get out of these calls. But at this point, I would buy most likely calls. I would be ready to add more if it drops down in here. And if that area breaks, you just got to say, hey, I gave it a shot. And then just know your risk. But again, I'm going to cut this off on about 10 minutes here. Oh, I got 70 people watching right now. That's the most I ever had, guys. Other than when that bot came in and we had like 700 people watching. That was crazy that day. But yeah, so yeah, that's how I would do this. With the small positions, maybe one option here. Here, let's look at MUs. MU's been getting the beat down, so these options both ways should be all right. I would most likely go into let's look at the January 18th ones. If it does go up, you're probably looking at maybe $40, maybe $6 or $7, because people are dying for this thing to go up. Yeah, look at that, guys. The $40 options in January are 50 cents right now. So I think we could even go with maybe the 37s at 125 bucks. But I like to go, I want to go that month out, because if we bomb, this is great support, you know, to buy again. We'll probably buy a different strike price. You probably won't average in on the same one, maybe go with 30s or something. But, you know, if it drops, we could go into support. I want to make sure we got some room to buy them up. All right, guys. So yeah, that's how I would play it. I'd go a month out just in case we drop. Even if it pops, these options will probably move pretty good, and we get a good bid in these markets tomorrow, everything should move pretty good. So, because these they're cheap, 125 bucks. I go to the casino, guys, and play blackjack with $1,000 at least. $100 bets, guys. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you, sometimes I'm in there for 10 minutes, I lose $1,000, and I'm like, wow, that was a good thing I went to the casino. Can I at least have dinner tonight and a drink? So just know your risk. That's it. You know, or go to the 40s and get them at 50 bucks a piece. I mean, those options suck. If it gets plowed, these calls are going to zero. So you could do that. You could do it that way either, both ways. All right. So hopefully I really confused you. so now you really don't know what to do. All right. Let's see here. I don't know my thing. Yeah, tonight. What do you think? Yeah, 263 tomorrow, maybe. Yes, help a lot. I use point and figure. I'm in MU tonight. Oh man, Colin, what's your position? 1221. Oh gosh, you're going a couple days out. Literally, I only bought good. Colin, great, perfect, man. Limit your risk, buddy. If that trade goes against you, oh well, so be it. Thanks for sharing too, bud. Yeah, got to be honest here, guys. Been playing MU's past 3 earnings. Always got smoked. MU's always effed me up. Yeah. Go small, bud. Well, you see my analysis. I mean, it makes sense, though. I mean, it's beat down. If they have a little bit good earnings, it should pop. But it could be another one of those pop and they freaking sell it into more news. I don't think this thing ever should have been a $64 stock either. So that's the other thing. It went from 10 to 64, guys, from 2016. That's kind of, but you're in a great support. If you go out a month, at least if it drops, you could go, you know, a little bit more. But if it pops, at least you'll get the money and boom, run. You know, take the money and run. You know how I play it, guys. It's really beat down. Yeah, but look, I mean, beat down is down here, guys. I would love it at 12. Look at AMD too. That was another one. You know, but again, it should look at this huge rally and look what it did. Almost 100% retrace. Huge rally. Do we come down to here? We damn well could, guys. You got to look at the symmetry of this trade. Look at that down. Big move up. Does that mean the next move down? I mean, this thing could tank. So, yeah, now that I really look at it, you know, I might not play this one. This is a tough one. I'd rather wait for the drop and buy calls down here or down in here, but we'll see. If I play it, I'll post something, guys. Again, it will be one option. Maybe those $50 ones, I might buy a couple and play it that way. If it goes to zero, so be it. Let's see here. You could get a pop. Yeah, what about the straddle on MU? I don't play the straddles, bud. Yeah, oh, okay. You could do it that way if it goes up and straddle it. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you could do that, definitely. Bookie SQ is my next hidden gem for a run to 70 plus. If the market rallies, looks like it should hold from here. Yeah, you know what? SQ's not bad, but again, if the markets dump, I'm not getting it. I'm not going long until I get some direction in these markets. SQ we shorted. We got some nice profits on that. Long at 50 bucks. SQ. I think it's. I mean, if we get a bounce, I'll short the retrace. I can't go long just because it's been beaten down. I'd rather wait for the retrace and go short. Long around 50 bucks, even around 45. I like it better. And it's still a target price for me right now is 50 bucks. So let's see here. I gotta pull these options up again, guys. For the MU, and then we got the FedEx. I got a couple minutes to look at all these. Guys, those Apple options are above $3 again, so you know what to do. If you can't handle the pain, they got as high as 307, 310, so they're at 305 by 315, so get ready. I might just cut them and just say, you know what, we gave it a shot, so be it. Oh, well, if they go up tomorrow, I'm still in a couple of the indexes. I still like Amazon, though, guys. Gosh. You know, they're at 320 now. Still, you know, we're $1.30 under on them. But, man, I still like it because it's Amazon, you know. Chart 311 now. The apples are going off. Yeah, so Michael, yeah, so the SQ. I mean, that's one. I mean, but another one that just went straight up and then they're killed, went to 100 and then clobbered it. So I'm going to Vegas this weekend for vacation. Money management is off the table. Yeah, there you go, Brian. Bookie straight up, up Feds. Bookie straight up Feds, if you know what those are. FDs? I'm not sure. Send me an email. Let me know what that means. Add SPY calls here? Nah, I would love to, but nah. I don't want to keep adding it, just like the Facebook trade, guys. I mean, you can, because if we do get the rally, but I'm not touching it. I'm not going to do it. We got enough out there, guys. These calls have some juice in them. If they take off the next couple of days, we'll do all right. If you want, though, Perry, go out 2 weeks on those. Go maybe the 28th or go into the new year on them. Go into January on the SPY calls. Buyers, because if we get a nice week 2 rally into the new year, these calls will rock. FedEx December 29 calls at 4.2 of them. All right, Robert, rock and roll. Yeah, Perry. I mean, you can, but let's see what I just right. 340 for the Amazons, guys. 325 for the apples. I should just pull it off. I like winners, guys. GOL. I don't even know what that is. Yeah, GOL. Yeah, I mean, got a nice bid. This is the monthly chart. If you're in this one, start trimming. 1431 is your next area. And even is that what you're saying, Shirley? 1371. Yeah, you're gonna start running into some resistance. Oh, look at this push off. Shorts are covering, guys, into the close. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. If you're in this one, take something off. Yeah. You're into these gaps. You're trying to get up here. Yeah. Nothing for me to do here, but what a run. Trim some off of that one. Wow. Look at the run at the end, guys. Woo. Hey, we might be able to get out of these Amazons. They're at 345 by 375 now. Nah. Wishful thinking. Add SPY calls here. I was thinking about when we were at the lows because we hit double bottom, but man, we can easily, you see what's going on here today at the end. Yeah. You know what it is, guys? You got, look at the SPY. So you come in a double bottom of yesterday. Okay. We hit double bottom, even came a little lower, guys. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, not again. And now you got people, as soon as we hit that double bottom, guys, the guy who are buying puts and trying to go or short the SPY, they're taking it off technically. If you were short the SPY, you going back in the double bottom, you got to pull something off. So that's what's happening right now. Ooh, look at Amazon, guys. Yeah, I'm holding these. Yeah, for the record, guys, I'm going to hold these calls. I'm gonna cut this one off right now, though, guys. I'm gonna do some work with my members right now to decide what I want to do with FedEx and MU. That gives me 10 minutes to post something for my members. Again, guys, thanks for stopping by here, checking out my videos. I will be going live tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe here in the bottom corner to my YouTube channel. That will put you into the live feed. So when I go live, you get the email. And then, guys, StockBookie.com, $30 a month. We've been tearing these markets up, and I know everyone's getting their ass hammered to them now. We're doing all right, I should say. We've been covering a lot of shorts. We're in some calls right now. We're getting our ass kicked, but they're coming alive, guys. If you're in these Apple calls, they're 340 now. 340. No one should take a loss on these at this point. I am holding my calls till tomorrow and hopefully Friday. They all expire on the 21st, and we'll see what we get with those. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me. Members, watch the post for the FedEx and the MU trades, and let's see if we can get a little bit of a rally tomorrow and get out of some of the more of these trades, guys. And then again, we still have shorts on these markets. Excuse me. Tesla, you should be all the way out. What other ones? Let me do a quick look at Tesla, just getting railed. Did Twilio come more lower? No, Twilio held. What was the other one I was looking at? CME, was that the one that was coming in? CME here. Yeah, CME's holding up a little bit today. All right, guys, that's it for me today. Watch, if you remember, watch out for my posts. I don't know if I'm going to play these earnings plays, but we'll see what happens. All right, guys, thanks again for stopping by. God bless. See you on the charts.